This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Highclimber Field on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school spring sports with Evergreen Conference Baseball, featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the WF West Bearcats. My name is Rick Allen, working solo today, as both Andy and Jerry had previous commitments today. Shelton is 9-7 on the season, 4-7 in the conference. WF West has a 15-1 overall record, 10-0 in EVCO play. Bearcats beat the Highclimbers 11-1 yesterday in Chehalis. This is the third meeting of the season between Shelton and WF West. With yesterday's game, the Bearcats won the first two games. The previous victory for the Chehalis team over the Highclimbers was, 4-3 on March 27th. Coming up, lineups, batting orders, and of course, we have the first pitch. It's Evergreen Conference Baseball, the WF West Bearcats at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Pick your mode, HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
We are taking our best shot to strike out hunger in our community. This spring, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are continuing our partnership to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every strikeout and run scored during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to strike out hunger by donating to one of the following food banks. And we're back here at Highclimber Field. Rick Allen with you. Before WF West and Shelton take to the field for the third time this season, the Bearcats have two of those games so far. We're going to give you the starting lineups and the batting orders. We'll start out with the visitors, the WF West Bearcats. Wyatt Hoffman, shortstop. Number 12 is leading things off. Hiroto I'm going to get this wrong, or I'm going to get this right. Number 10, Hiroto Samachez. He's at second base today. Number 2, Alex Stafford, first baseman. Number 9 follows Connor Coleman in right field. Number 17, Beckman DeVork. He's the designated hitter today. Gage Wines is at third base, number 15. Miles Martin is the catcher, number 8. Luke McMillan, left fielder, number 22. And rounding out the batting order is number 21, Reese Marquez, center fielder. The pitcher for the Bearcats today is Emmett Goodman, and we will get to his stats in just a moment. For the Highclimbers, leading things off will be Carl Turnbow, the shortstop, number 22. Ryan Brady, the catcher, wearing number 2 today. Silas Hoff will follow, number 27 in left field. Cam Winans is your pitcher today, wearing number 23. Jacob Jacoby over at first base, number 7. Daniel Cross in center field, he's wearing number 1. Kingston Cahoon at 44 is his number, he's in right field. Easton Wagner over third base, number wearing 19, and Zane Hardy, number 9, batting ninth, and he's the second baseman. Take a quick timeout, be back. Some talk about the pitchers for today's matchup in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PVD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
Pick your mode, HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. And we're back here at Highclimber Field. Baseball for you on what is this today? It's a Wednesday afternoon. Well, let's talk about the pitchers for this matchup. WF West is sitting Emmett Goodman to the hill. His last outing was, April 22nd. It was a 2-1 win over Aberdeen. He went 7 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, faced 28 batters. 88 pitches, and 56 of those were strikes. For the Highclimbers, Cam Winans gets the start today. He last pitched on, Tuesday. That was a 14. That was last Tuesday, I should say. 14-2 loss. He went 4 innings, 4 runs, 1 earned, 2 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts, 18 batters, 56 pitches, and 35 of those were strikes. Another stat for Cam. Unfortunately, he hit 3 batters in that game, and that was not a good not a good night for opposing batters on that particular game, as I think there were 7 total batters hit in that ball game. All right, we are having the starting lineups announced here at the ballpark. We're going to take another timeout and be back for first pitch between WF West and Shelton on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Pick your mode, HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PVD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're back here at Highclimber Field. Diedrich Allen to the right of home plate. Behind home plate, WF West and Shelton taking to the field. And, of course, the Highclimbers are the home team. So they'll go to the mound first with Cam Winans. And leading things off will be Wyatt Hoffman. And Wyatt yesterday was 1 for 4. He stole 2 bases, and he scored a run against these Highclimbers in this matchup in that 11-1 win in 6 innings. For some reason, I have 5 down there, but it was 6 innings yesterday. And WF West is undefeated in 10 games in the EVCO. They only have suffered 1 loss on the season of 15-1. That is an excellent, excellent start and excellent record for this team. We'll see what transpires here. Cam Winans a little out of control. His control was an issue last game, the last outing that we saw, and let's see if we can keep it in the strike zone a little better today. As I mentioned, I'm working solo, so this should be very fun for me to figure out how I'm going to do this without Jerry to give us the stats and without Andy to give us the insight. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this one, but we'll work it through. And again, Wyatt Hoffman will lead things off. And again, your infield is Jacoby at first, Harding at second, Turnbow at short, and Wagner over at third base. And the battery is Winans and Ryan Brady. So wait for the first pitch from Winans to Hoffman. It's a strike one called. So off to a good start so far as Cam Winans. Here's the next pitch on the way. It's going to be low for ball 1-1. Ball rolls all the way over here to the fence. So it's 1-1 to Hoffman, leading things off. Here's the kick from Winans. Pop up, and that's headed out of play over the in between the pool and the mini dome. It was 1-2 to Hoffman. Leadoff batter for WF West here this afternoon. Next pitch on the way. There's a line drive over to first base, and it ricocheted off of Jacoby, and then he couldn't quite get it in his glove, and that's 1 on for the Bearcats. And that will bring up Hiroto Simichez, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And Hiroto, 3 for 3 with a triple. Swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Yeah, 3 for 3, a triple, 3 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, and 2 runs scored. Next pitch on the way. And a throw over to first. Of course, Hoffman is back safely. And Hoffman at first base for WF West. Nobody out. 1 on. Second batter is... Oh, he takes a ball on the outside. Hiroto. Jimenez Jazz. I'm sure I'm not saying. I'll just call him Hiroto, or Hero. He is... Another throw over to first, and Hoffman is back safely. Again, 1 on. Nobody out, 1-1 count to Hiroto. Next pitch on the way. Inside strike 2 call, 1-2 is a count. Again, 1 on. Hoffman at first base. Winans into his windup. Here's a pitch on the way. High. Ball 2, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Runner at first base for WF West. Top of the first. We're just underway here in Shelton. Beautiful day. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Fly ball center to the right. It'll be grabbed out there on the run by center fielder. Cross and throw to first, and they got Hoffman, who took off, and he didn't get back in time. So 2 down for the Bearcats. Oh, they catch and throw. Double play. And that will bring up Alex Stafford. He was 0 for 4 with an RBI. Oh, he popped the first ball up, pitch on there. Going to get it will be Jacoby from first base, and that will be that for the Bearcats. Well, we head to the bottom of the frame, no score. Shelton coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Bottom of the first. I don't know where I get the second inning. Bottom of the first we go. Highclimbers coming up here. And, yeah. Get the right graphics going, and we'll get those back up on for everybody. Leading things off will be Carl Turnbow. Carl, yesterday, let's see here where he is. He was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in that loss yesterday between these two teams, with the WF West coming out on top 11-1, 6 innings. Big right-hander Goodman on the hill. I was looking at the past on the WF West, and I figured it would be Goodman today, and then I looked at his last start, and oh boy. We'll see what Carl can do against the big righty.
Now batting number 22, Carl Turnbow.
Carl digs in, waits for the first pitch from Goodman. Pitch on the way, high, ball 1. 1-0, Turnbow. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here, bottom of the first inning, no score. Pitch on the way. A little bit high, 2-0 to Turnbow. Enjoy watching Carl when he gets on base, especially at second base. He is a bother to the pitcher. Here's a 2-0. That one hit the strike zone, strike 1 called. 2-1 to Turnbow. Just on the outside, right at the shoulders. Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball center field. Little blooper is going to drop in. And a throw to first in. Turnbow dives in but cannot beat the ball. And that's a 1-away for Shelton. That'll bring up Ryan Brady, your catcher. And Ryan, let's see here. We have to go back to the Aberdeen game on the 24th. He was 1 for 3 with a walk. First pitch to him. He swings and he hits it to left field. Getting under it and grabbing it will be McMillan. And that'll be 2 down for the Highclimbers now. If I hit up the right buttons here, folks. It's a 2 out. And here is Silas Hoff. He was 1 for 3 yesterday. 2 out, nobody on, pitch on the way. Outside corner, strike 1. So 1-1 to Hoff. Silas into his batter's box. And strike, same location, 0-2 to Silas Hoff. Left fielder today where he usually is. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and that will be it for the Highclimbers in their half of the first. We head to the second. No score, 1-2-3 go the Highclimbers. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Now we head to the second inning of play. No score, WF West coming up. Connor Coleman will lead things off, followed by Beckman DeVork and Cage Wings will be the batters here, due up for the Bearcats. Now let's talk about Coleman, although Coleman, Connor was 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI yesterday. He'll lead things off for WF West in the second inning. Again, no score. WF West and Shelton coming to you from the beautiful Highclimber Field on the campus of Shelton High School today. Sun is shining. Here's first pitch to Coleman. Swing and a little ground ball back to the pitcher, but it gets by him. Goes in. Turnbow will grab it barehanded. However, couldn't quite get it over there in time, beating out the throw. Will be Coleman, so 1 on. And that'll bring up the designated hitter in Beckman DeVork, number 17. And Beckman 1 for 3 with a stolen base and a run scored yesterday. So 1 away. Or say 1 on, excuse me. The first pitch is going to be ball 1. I'm sorry, I'm behind. 1 on. And Bork will step in, wait for the 1-0 from Winans. Again, runner at first. Runner goes inside. No throw as Coleman slides in safely. So runner in scoring position for WF West. And DeVork took ball 2. So 2-0. As Coleman's at second base. Here's a pitch to the plate. Inside, strike 1. 2-1 to DeVork. Beckman will step back in. Again, Coleman is second base for the Bearcats. Next pitch in there just a bit low. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Next pitch on the way. Going to be low, and there is a walk. So DeVork will head to first base. So that puts runners at first and the second for the Bearcats. Nobody out. And striding up to the plate will be Gage Weens. And Weens was 0 for 3 with a stolen base and a run scored. It's 0 for 2. 0 for 2, 0 for 2. 0 for 2 yesterday. Does not indicate how he did. If the runner goes, a double steal, throw to third, and hit the runner. But the runners are safe. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Bearcats now. I think that was a ball. So you got Coleman at third and DeVork at second for the Bearcats. And the batter is Wings. Gonna be ball 2, 2-0 to him. Nobody out, 2 on. 2 runners in scoring position, second and third for WF West. Top of the second, no score as of yet. Nobody out. Here's a pitch on the way. Outside, ball gets away from Brady, but nobody ran. It's going to be 3 balls, no strikes. Next pitch on the way. That's strike 1 call. A little delayed call on that one. So 3-1 to Weens. Again, nobody out and 2 on. Runners and second and third for WF West. And that's strike 2 called. Weens thought it was going to be ball 4, so the count's now full to Gage Weens. The next pitch on the way. There's a walk, and that'll load the bases. The bases are full for the Bearcats. And that brings up number 8, Miles Martin. He was 0 for 2 with an RBI, a stolen base, and a run scored yesterday. So Sacks are full, nobody out for WF West here. Top of the second, first pitch is fouled straight back. Make sure my camera stays on. All right. Okay, strike one. To Martin. And next pitch on the way. Just hit the outside corner. Strike two called. So Coleman at third, Dvorak at second, Weens at first. Pitch on the way. Popped up. Is that playable? Nope, it's not out of play. Martin smacked one up the first base line, out of play over the clubhouse. So it's going to be 0-2. The count remains, although the board shows 0-3. But that's interesting. Now they fixed it. Again, the sacks are loaded. Here's the pitch on the way. Inside, and that will be ball one. Just inside, right below the elbow. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, 3 on. Pitch on the way. Bounce it in for ball 2. 2-2 is the count. To Martin. Miles Martin. His pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out in the inning for WF West. So that'll bring up Luke McMillan. He's the left fielder. McMillan was 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored yesterday. His pitch on the way. It'll be high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 3 on. Weens at first, Dvorak at second, Coleman at third for WF West. Here's the pitch on the way. Ooh, did I get him? He got him on the outside corner. Strike 1, 1-1. It's low, but right in the strike zone. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3 on. Here's the pitch on the way to McMillan. Did that miss? That missed. That's ball 2. 2-1. Location was right, but the pitch was a bit low. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 2, 2-2 the count. To McMillan. Again, 1 out, 3 on. Runners do take their leads. Here's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And it's out number 2 for WF West. And let's see here, that is the second strikeout for Winans. Reese Marquez is the batter. He was 2 for 3 with an RBI, stolen base, and a run scored yesterday. So 2 down. Still the bases low. There's a ground ball up the middle to Turnbow. He'll just step on the bag for the out, and that will end the threat. Well, the Highclimbers load the bases. Bearcats couldn't bring it in. We head to the bottom of the frame. Still no score.
Pick your mode. HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PVD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
Well, we head to the bottom of the second inning, no score. Cam Winans will lead things off for the Highclimbers. He got out of a jam. He swings and misses on the first pitch. He's in strike one. Got out of a bases loaded jam in the last half inning. Pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball. That is going to hook foul off the third base line out there between the field and the weight room. It's 0-2 to Cam Winans. And Cam, let's see, he was 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk. Next pitch on the way, high ball 1-2 is the count. To Cam Winans, leading things off here in the bottom of the second. No score game. Here's pitch on the way, outside. 2-2 the count. To Winans, leading things off for the Highclimbers here in their half of the second inning. Here's pitch on the way. Swinging the ground ball chopper over to shortstop. Glove there. Throw to first in time. Nice play to patiently wait for Hoffman. Throw over to Stafford, and that's out number 1 for Shelton. That brings up number 7. Jacob Jacoby. He was 0 for 1, 2 walks, and he stole a base yesterday. And Jacob is playing the first base today. First pitch to him is a ball. Looks like a good pitch to me, but what do I know? 1 down for the Highclimbers. Next pitch on the way. Going away for ball 2, 2-0. 1 out, nobody on for Shelton. Bottom of the second, no score. Here's the pitch on the way. High, ball 3. 3-0 to Jacob Jacoby. This pitch shows bunt, pulls it back. That's strike 1, just on the outside corner. So 3-1 to Jacoby. 1 out, nobody on. Daniel Crossan on deck for Shelton. Jacob Jacoby's the batter. Pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up. That's playable. Over at first and getting under it for the out is going to be Stafford. And that'll be out number 2 for the Highclimbers. And here's Daniel Crossan. And Daniel, let's see here, he was 0 for 2 with a walk yesterday. So 2 out, nobody on for Shelton. Here's a line drive into center field, and Crossan will do a stand-up single there with 2 out on the first pitch to him. So here's Kingston Cahoon. He's the right fielder. Kingston did play yesterday, but he did not bat. Last time he batted was in the last week's 14-2 loss to Tumwater. He was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Throw over to first, and Jacoby dives back safely. 2 out, 1 on for the Highclimbers. Kingston Cahoon is the batter. Daniel Crossan at first base for Shelton. Waiting for Goodman. It's another throw over to first, and Crossan again dives back safely. I'm sorry, it's Daniel Crossan first base. I'm sorry. Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball left field. They're going to drop in on the run to get it. Yep, nope. It's going to be who's that? McMillan with the out there, and that will be that for the Highclimbers. Head to the second, no score. WF West coming up.
We are taking our best shot to strike out hunger in our community. This spring, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are continuing our partnership to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every strikeout and run scored during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to strike out hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
Neighbor Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
So we head to this third inning of play, pardon me, and back to the top of the order for the Bearcats. And Wyatt Hoffman, he did have a base hit in his first at-bat back in the first inning. Here's first pitch to Hoffman. It's going to be low, ball one. Hoffman steps back in, waiting for the next pitch. Pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball at the first baseline that goes foul, so 1-1 is count. Every toe. Shamakchez is on deck. If I can get that right. Apologize if I get it wrong. Pitch on the way. Gonna be high and away. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hoffman. Leadoff batter for WF West here in the third inning. Did I get that right? Did not. It's going to be ball 3. 3-1 is the count. Pitch on the way, and there's going to be a walk. So Hoffman heads to first base. It's 1 on and nobody out. And here comes Hero. Let's see here, I have him down as a flyout in his first at-bat back in the first inning. So 1 on, nobody out for WF West. Here's the pitch on the way, and Hero shows bunt, pulls it back, takes strike 1. Again, Hoffman at first base for WF West. Nobody out here. Top of the third, no score. Runner goes. Pitch is low and away. It's going to be a ball, and Hoffman stands up at second base. So runner in scoring position. Can tell you that WF West likes to steal bases once they get on, and they move them around pretty good. Shamakchez waiting for the next pitch. Here it comes. It's going to be strike 2 called. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hero. Nobody out, 1 on. Hoffman at second base for WF West. No score. Top of the third. Here's the pitch on the way from Winans to Shamakchez. Inside, ball 2. Evens the count. 2-2. If we can push the button. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on. Nobody out. For WF West here, and it's a scoreless game. Here's a pitch on the way. Runner goes from second base. That's going to be a pass ball. And Hoffman slides in safely to third without a throw. From Ryan Brady. The count is now full for Hiroto Shamakchez. Here's a pitch on the way. Pops it out of play, heading for the mini dome. And the count remains full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Winans had a bases loaded situation as well last time. Got out of it. He's got 1 runner at third base. There's a high fly ball that's going to drop into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score is going to be Coleman, and Hero's on first base with an RBI. And it's a 1-0 ball game. WF West. So 1 in, 1 on, nobody out. And this brings up Alex Stafford. Throw over to first, and Hero's back. Stafford's over 1. He flew out in his first at-bat. So it's a 1-0 ball game. There's a throw again over to first, and Sanchez dives back safely. Yeah, you got to worry about Hero over there. He had 4 stolen bases in the last matchup yesterday. Stafford's still waiting for the first pitch to him. Here it comes. Runner goes. Throw to second, and Hero slides in safely as the ball did pop out of the glove of Turnbow, covering second. So another runner in scoring position for WF West. Top of the third, 1-0, 1 in here. Nobody out. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes. To Stafford. Shows bunt. Bunts it up the third base line. It rolls foul. Boy, does Hero have some speed. He was almost to the bag over there at third when the ball rolled foul. Like I say, Stafford had some speed because he was at first base by the time it rolled foul. So some speedsters out there for WF West. The count is a 1-1 to Stafford. Again, runner at second base, nobody out. For WF West, they're up 1-0 with 1 in here in the inning. Here's a throw to second. And Sanchez is back safely to second base. Cam Winans on the mound for Shelton. Alex Stafford is the batter for WF West. Pitch on the way, and that low and away. Ball 2, 2-1 is the count. Nobody out, 1 on. Runner at second base, 1 in. 1-0 ball game, WF West. Another, this time is a step off by Winans. And so Sanchez is getting in Cam Winans' head right now. Just strides into Cam's vision. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. 2-2 the count to Stafford. Again, 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball to third. Gets into left field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading in is Sanchez. Makes it to 2-0. And Stafford is safe over there at first base. So Hirato scores from second. And let's bring up Connor Coleman. Let's see here. He did have a base hit, stole a base in the last half inning. In a 2-0 ball game now. Coleman will stride in. 1 on. 2 in and nobody out. Pitch on the way. It's going to be high, ball 1. Top of the third, 2-0 is their score. Runner at first base for WFS. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Throw to second, way late, and Stafford is safe at second base now. So, runner in scoring position for WF West. Seems like it's the way we've had pretty much all the batters here. So far, nobody out, 2 in, 1 on. Coleman waits for the next pitch. He swings and he pops it up over to first base, stepping right inside and actually coming in and dropping it. It'll be Harding. And they're going to call him safe over there. So that's an error by Harding. Jacoby was under it, and then Harding waved him off at a better angle, but he couldn't glove it. So runners at first and second now for WF West. And that'll bring up number 17, who got hit by a pitch. Now to load the bases. That was Beckman Dvorak. So the bases are now loaded again for WF West here. We're gonna have a timeout. Well, let's see. I might see it. I think it's a little early for a pitching change at this point. And the batter's going to be Gage Weens as the infield comes in to get everybody on the same page here. as bases are loaded again. 2 in, nobody out, 3 on for WF West. Winan stays on at the mound. Looking for probably a double play at this point. And give up a run, we'll see. But any base does have a... can get an out at any base. Again, the bases are loaded. Swing and a miss by Weens for strike 1. So 1-1, Weens will step back in. Gage walked in the last time up, the last inning. It's going to be a low. Ball 1-1-1, the count to Gage Weens. Getting 2 in, nobody out, 3 on. WF West. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to home, and that's going to be... And they got Stafford out at home, but the bases remain loaded. 1 away now. And that'll bring up Miles Martin. He struck out in the second inning. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. Gets into left field. 1 run will come in. Here comes another run. And that'll make it 2 more in. And throw to third, and they're going to get him over there. Yes, they did get... let's see who did they get. They got Weens for the out, but 2 more runs come in. So there's... Makes it 4-0. And we have 2 outs. And runners are, well, we have a runner now at second base here. So first and third are open. And the batter now is Luke McMillan. Pitch on the way to him. Ball gets away. Runner's going to go from second to third with a head first dive. That's Martin over at third base now. And the count, let's see here, to McMillan. It's another ground ball over between second and third, and that's going to be gloved by Turnbow. Throw to first for the out there, and that will do it, but the damage was done. The Bearcats get 4. They lead 4-0. Be right back.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And bottom of the third we go. It's 4-0 WF West. Shelton coming up. Let's see here. The Bearcats got 4 runs in that their half of the third. They lead 4-0. Leading things off will be Wagner. So it's Easton Wagner. He's the third baseman for the Highclimbers. He'll lead things off, and he was 0 for 2 yesterday. See if I can get this right to this half inning. Here's the first pitch to Wagner. He'll swing and pop one out of play over our heads. So 0-1 to Easton Wagner, leading things off for the Highclimbers here. Looking to get something back. Pitch on the way. It's going to be strike 2 called, so 0-2 to Wagner. Four nothing ball game. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers. WF West on top. Shelton at bat. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wagner. Waiting for the next pitch on the way. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball, slow ground ball picked up by the third baseman. Gloves it, throws it over to first. It's a nice patient wait there by Weens to throw over to Stafford. That's out number 1 for the Highclimbers. And that will bring up Zane Harding. And Zane, let's see, was 0 for 2 yesterday. Here's a pitch on the way. Just took it on the corner for strike 1 called. Outside corner, I should say. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to go right into the glove of the first baseman in Stafford. That's out number 2. So 2 down. And here's the top of the order for the Highclimbers. Carl Turnbow. First pitch to Carl. It's going to be a strike on the outside corner. A little curveball. Carl's 0 for 1. Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging, popped it up. Infield. Coming in to get it. No, actually, it's going to go out to get it. Will be the catcher, Martin. And he can't get to it. So 0-2. 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 3rd, 4-0 WF West. Shelton at bat. Goodman looks in for a sign. Here comes inside and high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Turnbow. 2 out, nobody on. Goodman takes his time, pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball, goes foul, third base line. Count remains 1-2. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be high. Count goes even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers and number 22, Carl Turnbow. Bottom of the 3rd, 4-0 WF West. Pitch on the way. Check swing, strike 3 called, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers here in the inning. And another 1-2-3 for Shelton. We head to the 4th, 4-0 WF West with the lead and coming up.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
So we head to the 4th inning of play, 4-0 WF West. The Bearcats coming up. Leading things off will be number 21, Reese Marquez. And Reese, let's see here, he plays center field today. And he'll lead things off for the Highclimbers, or for the against the Highclimbers, I should say, for WF West. And they lead 4-0. Marquez will step in, wait for the first pitch from Cam Winans. Lead things off. Pitch on the way. It's going to be strike at the knees. Reese will step back in for 0-1. Here comes from Winans, the kick and the throw. Bunts it right up in front of the plate. Winans will go and grab it with one hand. Strike it, throw a strike over to first, but it popped out of the glove of Jacoby. And the Bearcats with a runner on first again. And this will bring up Wyatt Hoffman. And Hoffman is playing shortstop today. 1 on, nobody out. Runner at first base. Pitch on the way to Hoffman. Let's see, who's got the ball. Yeah. Throw over to first. Runner dives back safely. Marquez. Hoffman waits for the next pitch on the way. Bunts it right up to Winans. He picks it up quickly, throw to first for the out there. However, on the play, runner goes to third base, and Marquez is safe at second. So 1 out, 1 on, runner in scoring position. This brings up number 10, Hiroto Sanchez. Pitch on the way to him. Hiroto will bunt it foul. So 1 to Sanchez. Again, runner in second base in scoring position. One for Hero. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball headed over there. Center left. It's up against the fence. Crossing up with it. Here comes Marquez around third, and they get the ball into the cutoff man, and that makes it 5-0 WF West, as Heroes on second base with an RBI double. Changing places and getting an RBI. And that will bring up, wind's blowing stuff out of my way here, number 2. That'll be Alex Stafford to the plate, and I think we're going to get a pitching change here as, yep, we do. Here comes Gunnar Jensen. He'll come in, and, well, we'll talk about Gunnar's last outing in just a moment as we have a pitching change. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Pick your mode, HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
So Gunnar Jensen takes over on the mound for the Highclimbers, Cam Winans. The last time Gunnar pitched was on the 24th against Aberdeen. That was a 14-5 loss. He went an inning and 2/3, 2 earned runs, 1 hit, a walk, no strikeouts, 9 batters faced, 29 pitches, and 16 of those were strikes. So that's the last outing for Gunnar Jensen. At least that's what I have in my notes. If that's accurate, we'll see. But one in, one on, and one out for WF West here. They're up 5-0 in the top of the fourth. And Gunnar Jensen will face Alex Stafford. I say he's 1 for 2. I'm going to double check that. Where is he? Yeah, 1 for 1. He did score a run. And he'll step in with first pitch from Jensen. Pops it up. Jensen, nope, actually it's going to be Wagner over there to get the out on the high pop-up infield. And that will be out number 2. So 2 down, 1 on, 1 in for WF West. And this will bring up Connor Coleman. And Coleman, 2 for 2 so far today. Here's pitch on the way. Outside and away, ball 1. Sanchez again is at second base, if I didn't say that. Roberto Sanchez is at second base. Pitch on the way to Coleman. It's going to be strike 1 called. 1-1. 2 out, 1 on, 1 in for WF West in a 5-0 ball game. Top of the fourth. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Going in the dirt. And no throw to third. And Sanchez is safe over there at third. It's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to Coleman. And a runner at third base for WF West in Roberto Sanchez. Next pitch on the way is going to be in the turf again for ball 3. So 3-1 the count to Connor Coleman. Here's the pitch on the way. It's going to be a walk. That sends Coleman to first base. So runners at the corners for the Bearcats. And this will bring up number 14, Hudson McCollum. Let's see here. I do not have anything about his batting here. He'll step in with runners at first and third for WF West. 2 out, 1 in for WF West. First pitch to McCollum. It's on the way. Runner stutter steps and goes, and no throw to second. So Coleman makes his way to second base safely. And that was ball 1 to McCollum. Two runners in scoring position outside. It's going to be strike 1. Just hit that outside corner. 1-1 the count to McCollum. Again, 2 out, 1 in, 2 on. Runners at second and third for WF West. Coleman is at second. Roto is at third. That pitch to McCollum is low and away. Ball 2, 2-1. As McCollum will step back in. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and the ground ball just out of reach for Jacoby. 1 run will come in to score. Here comes Coleman around third, and another run scores. So that will make it 7-0 with 3 runs in. And McCollum is at first base. Two out, 3 in. Pitch popped out of the gloves, and McCollum will head to second base. Batter, by the way, is number 15, Gage Weens. And you got a runner at second base now. As McCollum is at second. Weens is 0 for 1 today. Did walk in the last inning. Pitch in a fly ball, high, left field. Hoffman under it. It's up against the fence. And the runner McCollum will come in to score. And going for third on the slide is Weens with an RBI triple. And that makes it 8-0. So 2 out, 1 on, 4 in for WF West. And here's Miles Martin. First pitch to him. It's going to be a strike down the middle of the plate. 0-1 to Martin. Miles, 1 for 2 today. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be ball. That one, nice job for Ryan Brady. They located it. It kind of popped out of his glove. So 1-1 is the count to Martin. And again, McCollum's at third base. 2 out, 1 on, 4 in for WF West. 8-0 is their score. We're in the top of the fourth. Gunnar Jensen on the mound. Looking to throw a pitch. Swinging a fly ball. That's headed over to right field. Underhand and not getting into it will be Cahoon. Coming in to score is McCollum. Throw to second is right behind Martin. And another run comes in. That makes it 9-0. And we'll get a pinch runner out there, number 23, Jake Becker. Will be running at second base. And the batter is going to be number 22 for WF West, Luke McMillan. 5 in, 2 out. First pitch to McMillan is going to be a strike at the knees. Updating my graphics here, sorry folks. There you go. Becker at second base, pitch on the way. It's going to be low, ball 1-1. To Luke McMillan. Again, Becker at second base for WF West. 5 in, 2 out, 1 on. Here's the 1-1 to McMillan. Inside, strike 2 called. Just on the inside corner. Made McMillan kind of turn a little bit to avoid contact with the ball. Here's the 1-2, runner goes, swinging a ground ball right over to shortstop. Turnbow with it, gloves it, throws it over to first, and that will end the inning, but the damage was done. Bearcats lead 9-0. They get 5 runs, leave 1. Way to the bottom of the frame. Shelton coming up, it's 9-0, WF West.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning of play, and 9-0. WF West gets 5 in the last half inning, and here comes Ryan Brady to lead things off for the Highclimbers here in their half of the 4th. And Brady will wait for the first pitch to him. Ooh, that slipped out of Goodman's hand. Ball 1-0. Is a strike on the next pitch. This is the second time Brady's up. He's 0 for 1. 1-1 the count to Ryan Brady. Leading things off in the bottom of the fourth. There's a swing and a foul off. Makes it 1-2. To Brady. 9-0. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Goodman. Swing and a foul tip. That will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Martin couldn't quite glove it, so it popped out of his glove. This is a foul ball. Ryan Brady will step back in with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball a little high and away. Ball 2. 2-2. Goodman at 38 pitches. Been relatively efficient today. Here's a pitch on the way. Another high one. The count goes full, 3-2. The line on him. He only has 2 strikeouts, which is surprising. Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball. That's playable over there in left field. It's going to drop in fair as left fielder McMillan couldn't get to it. And Brady will head to second base. The leadoff double. Well, I'd give it a double. I think others would give it something differently. But Brady's on second base. And here's Silas Huff coming up to the plate.
Now batting number 27, Silas Huff.
And Ryan Brady will, well, he'll wait there. Hoff 0 for 1 today. Wait for the first pitch from Goodman. Yeah, throw over to first. Oh, they're going to get Brady out at second somehow. And that's 1 away for Shelton here. I think they're going to say he went back to the bag. He was on second after his hit. And he was, I think he went to get some gloves, drop off some gloves, and went back, and they throw to first, and that's out. I don't know what that call is. So it's 1 away for the Highclimbers, nobody on. Silas Hoff is the batter. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for Silas. So 1-1, 1 out, nobody on. It's a 9-0 ball game here. WFS on top, Shelton at bat. Bottom of the fourth. Goodman waved off the one sign and likes the next one. Here's a pitch on the way. Fastball almost popped up. First baseline is playable, but nope, out of play. So 0-2 to Silas Hoff. Trying to figure out that last out because Brady was on second base. They threw the first and they called him out, and he was on second base, so I'm not really sure. Hoff calls timeout and steps out. 0-2 to Silas. 1 out, nobody on for Shelton. Here's the pitch on the way. Ooh. That's ball 1. I think Gunnar Jensen's on deck for Shelton. Here's the 1-2 to Hoff. Pitch on the way. Another high one. 2-2 to count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. For Shelton here, bottom of the fourth, 9-0 WF West. Here's the pitch on the way. Inside and fly ball is going to go foul. Headed to the weight room. Count remains 2-2. Silas Hoff. On the foul ball. Been some strange calls so far this season. Pitch and a swing and a miss. And that will be out number 2 for Shelton. So 2 down. Nobody on for Shelton. And here is Gunnar Jensen. And Gunnar, let's see here. I don't have any information on Gunnar. Oh, no, he's 0 for 2 yesterday. There he is. Pitch on the way. Gonna take a strike on the outside. So 0-1, 2 out, nobody on for Shelton. Here's a pitch on the way from Goodman. Swing, that one's foul tipped. Not playable. So 0-2. Make sure, yep, our camera's still working. So worried about that. Is the last two broadcasts we've had a camera get knocked out of commission. Here's the pitch on the way. Outside, ball one, just missed. If you're WF West. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on for Shelton in a 9-0 ball game. Here's a pitch on the way, outside, ball 2, 2-2. Kind of was thinking about swinging at that, held up. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. And Gunnar Jensen will wait for the next offering from Goodman. Here it comes. Ooh. Count goes full on that one. That was a good pitch to me, but it's a 3-2. Full count to Gunnar Jensen. Goodman with his pitch on the way. Swinging, that one's popped up. Over to second base. Adjusting and getting under it is going to be... well, that's not right. That's going to be Coleman. That's going to be in the inning for the Highclimbers. We head to the 5th. WF West with a 9-0 lead, and the Bearcats are coming up.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PVD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix. But vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good. And when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
So we're back for the top of the 5th inning of play. WF West coming up. New pitcher for the Highclimbers, and that's Mason Eller. Mason pitched an inning yesterday. No hits or runs. 1 walk. No walks or strikeouts. 3 batters faced, 8 pitches. 7 of those were strikes. Some more changes for the Highclimbers in the defense. Gunnar Jensen's over at third. Ryan Brady is now at shortstop. Easton Wagner is at second. Dalton Kulbaki is over there. Is over at first. And behind home plate is going to be Drew Helser. Outfield is still Huff, Crossan, and Cahoon from left to right. So leading things off for WF West is Reese Marquez. And Reese is he's 0 for 2. That's what Game Changer says. So it's 9-0 WF West. Got 4 runs in the 3rd and 5 in the 4th. And we're in the top of the 5th. Here's the first pitch to Marquez. Outside and away, ball 1 from Eller. Here's the kick and the throw. So the line drive is going to get, nice stop over there by shortstop, but couldn't gather it in. But a good play by Brady to at least stop it. And Marquez is on first base for WF West. And that'll bring up number 12, and that is Wyatt Hoffman. Here's the kick and the throw over to first, actually, and Marquez dives back safely. Dalton Kulbaki over at first base now for Shelton. And the batter, Wyatt Hoffman for WF West. Still waiting for the first pitch. Here's the kick and the throw. Breaking ball, that one gets away, so Marquez is going to head to second base. So running in scoring position for WF West. Drew Helser got to the ball as quick as he could. Not enough time to throw to second, so Marquez is over at second base, takes the lead. Nobody out, one on. And it's a 1 ball, no strikes. There's a pop-up over there. Going to drop in base hit into right field. And it's going to be a stand-up double. Marquez heads to third base. And Hoffman's at second. So 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. And that brings up Hiro Marquez. I'm sorry. Hirito. Oh my goodness. Hiro's on. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try his last name again. Here's a pitch on the way. Comes in there for strike 1. Called. And you hate it when you forget how to pronounce a young man's name after being told about 4 times. Roto, he'll swing and pop one up. Infield. And the Brady will wave off Gunnar Jensen for the out there. So 1 away for the Bearcats. Runners at second and third still. And this will be Alex Stafford will come up. Here's the first pitch. Stafford outside. Ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, 2 on. Runners at second and third. Marquez is at third. Hoffman is at second. Pitch on the way. That's going to be in the turf on the bounce. Ball 2. 2-0. To Stafford. Stafford 1 for 3 today. WF looking to get to that 10-run rule. They're up 9-0 here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball goes foul. Third base line. 2-1 to Stafford. Mason Eller. Only his 9th pitch since he entered the game here in this inning. Start this inning. Here's pitch on the way. Swinging that one popped up out of play. 2-2 the count. Boy, it took forever to come down. It still hasn't come down. Alex Stafford battling here. Here's the 2-2 for number 2. With 1 out and 2 on, runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball center field. Crossing on the run. Kingston Cahoon on the run. On the run will be Cahoon. Gets it. He slipped on the fall. Coming in, tagging and coming in is going to be Marquez to make it 10-0. And that'll be 2 out for WF West, but the sacrifice was on. And Stafford does his job, brings another run in. And this will bring up Connor Coleman with 1 in and 2 out, 1 on. Runner at third base. I should point that out. And that's going to be Hoffman at third now. So here's a pitch on the way. Coleman picks outside, ball 1. 2 out, 1 on, 1 in for WF West. 10-0 is the lead. Here's the pitch on the way. Coleman. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Connor Coleman 2 for 2 today. Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging, that one's popped out of play. So 1-2 to Coleman. WF West looking to sweep the Highclimbers this season. Leading 10-0 in the top of the 5th. Here's a pitch on the way to Coleman. Swinging another pop foul. Count remains 1-2. I've only seen him the 1 time, really, in person. Watched a little bit of a couple of games. I'm very impressed with the Bearcats this year. Well, every year, pretty much. Here's a pitch on the way. That's going to be low for ball 2. 2-2 the count to Connor Coleman. Getting 2 out, 1 on, 1 in. Runner at third base in Hoffman. Wyatt Hoffman's at third. Pitch on the way. Inside. Ooh, ball 3. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Connor Coleman. 2 out, 1 in, 1 on. Runner at third. Top of the 5th, 10-0 WF West. Pitch on the way. Outside. Well, I was going to say that's a walk because Coleman wanted to bat some more. Wait for another pitch, but runners to the corners for WF West. And here comes Hudson McCullum. I believe he knocked in a run here in his last at-bat. Let's take a look here. Oh, he took 2 RBIs. 1 for 1 from McCullum. Throw over to first, and you got Coleman in a run down, and a throw to second. They got him there, and that will be the end of the inning. But the Bearcats do get 1. They leave 1. And they lead 10-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Shelton coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
Well, we're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning of play, 10-0 WF West. Shelton coming up. New pitcher for the Bearcats is Wyatt Hoffman. No. I don't know why people ask me strange questions like that, but no. So, Wyatt Hoffman is the batter, or is the pitcher, excuse me. I don't have any information on his last pitching, or do I? No, I do not. Some other changes, it looks like, let's see here. I don't know, I thought I saw McCullum out there, but I guess not. I'll have to double check where there's some other changes, but I can't quite see all of them. Number 15, yeah, Waynes is at third. Is that where he was before? Yes, he was. Well, leading things off will be Dalton Kulbaki. And Dalton, let's see here, he batted in the game on April 15th against Centralia. That was a 17-5 win. 1 for 3, and he did have an RBI in that ball game. So he will lead things off for the Highclimbers here, trailing 10-0. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike 1 call to Dalton Kulbaki. Let's see Dalton play. Here's the pitch on the way. Oh, strike 2 called. Down the middle of the plate. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's going to be just a bit low for ball 1. 1-2. The count to Kulbaki. And here's the next pitch on the way from Hoffman. Strike 3 called. That's out number 1 for Shelton here in the bottom of the 5th. Let's check the defense here. Martin, Marquez, and Goodman. Goodman's in left field, or I'm sorry, right field. And the infield is Waynes at third, or Weens at third, I should say. McMillan at short. Hero still at second base, and the batter's Daniel Crossan, and he takes strike 1. Over at first, it's going to be Stafford. And everything else is the same, except for the exception of Hoffman at pitcher. Pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball center field high. Getting under it will be the center fielder in Marquez, and that'll be out to number 2 for Shelton. And that'll bring up Kingston Cahoon. to get something going with 2 out here. Extending this game, they just need 1 run. It's a 10-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way to Cahoon. Swing and a miss by Kingston. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. It's been all Bearcats here today. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. 1-2. As we wait for the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that is it for the ball game. 1-2-3 go the Highclimbers here in their half of the 5th, and that will be the final score of 10-0 WF West. We'll take a timeout. We'll give you some totals when we come back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PVD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
We are taking our best shot to strike out hunger in our community. This spring, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are continuing our partnership to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every strikeout and run scored during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into both purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to strike out hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Well, it's a final here at Highclimber Field, 10-0. Your final score, WF West took care of business. Held the Highclimbers to just 2 hits while they knocked out 12, scored 10 runs. Let's see here, we're going to go right into our fundraiser here. For every run it's scored and strikeout during this game, Mason Web TV is donating funds to area food banks. So far this spring we have gathered, let's see here, $280 for Saints Pantry and have donated over $1,300 since we started this project in December. With this game, we add $17 to that total after 10 runs and 7 strikeouts today. That's a combination of both teams, and that's what we'll do here. Now let's talk a little bit more about this game. Again, the 2 hits for the Highclimbers. Let me double check here who got what. Ryan Brady had a hit, and Daniel Crossan had a hit. That accounts for the 2 hits. For WF West, let's see here, Hiroto had the 2 RBIs. Stafford had 2 RBIs. An RBI for Weens. 3 RBIs by Martin. He was 2 for 3. Let's see here. Weens had a triple. Sanchez had a double. Hoffman had a double. Pitching staff for WF West. Goodman went to 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Hoffman closed it out with an inning of work. No runs or hits. or walks and 2 strikeouts there for the Highclimbers. They used 3 pitchers. Winans took the brunt of things. 6 runs for them earned on 7 hits, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings. Gunnar Jensen went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 earned runs on 3 hits, a walk, no strikeouts. And Mason Eller went an inning, 1 earned run on 2 hits, a walk and no strikeouts for Eller on the hill. So, next up for the Highclimbers, they play a non-conference game Friday against Olympic at the Kitsap County Fairgrounds in Silverdale. The Bearcats head to Black Hills on Friday. Our next broadcast is Friday when the Shelton Fast Pitch softball team hosts Centralia, Heatherfield. First pitch is 4:30, and I should have a full crew back for that ball game. And on Friday, so I expect Jerry and Andy to be back to help me out, and I miss them so much, and I'll be very appreciative of that. That'll do it for us here at Highclimber Field. My name is Diedrich Allen. The final score again, WF West 10, Shelton nothing. We will talk to you on Friday. You have been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.